Now I'm excited because this year I managed to get different garlic varieties from living seeds. And they also provided me with some guidelines in order to grow great garlic. So in this video, we will be looking at how I will be implementing all these guidelines in my garden. All of that is coming up. Welcome to Veggies and Herbs. My name is Ruben Mulale. Now, garlic has been a staple in many households, not only for its great diverse flavors, but also for its many health benefits. Now, garlic can be categorized into two varieties, mainly hard-neck garlic and soft-neck garlic. Hard-neck garlic, as the name implies, is having harder stem compared to soft-neck garlic. Hard-neck garlic also produces long flowery stems, which is also known as scapes, and produce large uniform cloves. Soft-neck garlic, on the other hand, produces irregular shaped cloves, but stores much better. Commercial farmers will normally cultivate soft-neck garlic because it stores much better than hard-neck garlic. Now, elephant garlic is another variety that is more closely related to leeks, but it can be grown in the very same way as the normal garlic. Elephant garlic produces much bigger cloves and it grows much better in warmer regions. So the guidelines to ensure that you grow and harvest big garlic is firstly to ensure that you plant your garlic at the right time. So in South Africa, the time to plant your garlic is from mid-February for cooler regions and up to April for the warmer regions. I'm in the Western Cape, in Cape Town, and for me, the best time to get my garlic in the ground is in March. And it is therefore important that you need to make that determination as to when is the right time for you to actually plant your garlic. The reason why this is so important is to ensure that your garlic can develop sufficient leaf before the winter season starts, because the leaf development of the garlic will determine how the type of bulbs that your garlic will produce. Another thing is that during the winter season, your garlic will go into dormancy. This means there will not be much growth taking place during the winter season, and your garlic will then continue to grow during the spring season when the temperatures increases. So another way to ensure that you stimulate as much growth before the winter is to actually incorporate an organic nitrogen fertilizer into your garden when you plant the garlic, just to stimulate more sufficient growth, so that when the winter comes, that you know that your garlic has developed sufficient leaf structure. So I'm planning to incorporate bone meal as well as alfalfa meal as sources to actually stimulate the root growth as well as the leaf development of my garlic. Now, another aspect to ensure that you grow great garlic, it's important that the garlic grows at optimal temperatures. Now, it's not possible to regulate the air temperature, but you can take certain steps to ensure that your garlic grow at optimal temperatures. The first step that you can take is to plant your garlic at the right depth. So the recommended depth for garlic is to plant the garlic at a depth that is 3 times the size of the garlic. In warmer regions, growers are advised to even grow the garlic at a depth that is 4 times to 6 times the size of the garlic. I'm planning to plant my garlic approximately 50 centimeters deep, and that will be the step that I will take to ensure that my garlic grows at optimal temperatures. Another step you can take as a gardener is to ensure that you apply a thick mulch after you have planted your garlic or after your garlic has sprouted, just to ensure that the temperatures remain at the proper levels. In the beginning of the spring season, you can again apply a second mulch just to ensure that the soil temperatures will not increase above 25 Celsius degrees. So the optimal soil temperatures for garlic is approximately 15 Celsius degrees. And once the soil temperature exceeds 25 Celsius degrees, there's a likelihood that your garlic will immediately stop developing bulbs. So it is therefore important that you should try and regulate the soil temperature. Now let's look at some pest and disease issues. So garlic rust is one of the diseases or issues that you might encounter if you grow your garlic in a region that receives their rain in the winter. I am in the Western Cape and we normally receive our rain during the winter season, so the likelihood of getting garlic rust is very high. Now, what is garlic rust? Garlic rust is a fungal disease that normally affects the allium plants, which means your onions, your leeks, as well as garlic. Garlic rust causes an orange to black discoloration on the leaves, in areas with cool temperatures, where there's low sunlight and where there's high humidity. So one of the steps you can take to actually prevent your garlic to be affected with garlic grass is to actually treat it with fungicide that is known as copper soap. And you can apply it at half the dose, right? Just after your garlic have developed some leaf and before the rain has actually fallen in your area. So that will serve as a mitigation measure. And also during the growing season, you can, after every 14 days, apply a 50% of the required dose rate. That can also help to prevent your garlic to be affected with garlic rust. I know that other growers make use of a baking soda recipe where they mix baking soda, water and soap to make their own cocktail to kind of treat their garlic rust. So that is an option also to use, but I am planning to this year use this fungicide to mitigate and ensure that my garlic is not getting affected with garlic rust. Last year, my garlic got affected by garlic rust, but I managed to get a small harvest subsequent to that. This year I'm planning to actually spread out my garlic in different spaces in my garden, with hope also to reduce the chances of actually getting garlic rust. If you are in a region that do not receive rain during the winter, you can eliminate garlic rust by ensuring that you do not water over the leaves, but ensure that when you water at the roots of your garlic, and then you will eliminate the issue of garlic rust altogether. So I'm wishing you all the best this season with your garlic. Garlic is a low maintenance vegetable. Once you have planted it, there's not much that is really required from you. So if you want to see other low effort or low maintenance vegetables, click the site, click on the screen and check out that video. Or you can also see another video where I was harvesting my garlic from the previous year. Click here if you want to see that video. But thank you so much for your support and thank you for watching this video. I'm looking forward to see you in the next one. Keep on sowing and growing.